am making some pine tea, but you could, what I'm making right now, you can make it into a pine tea or you can make it into a pine soda. So I am making a pine soda, and so this is what I have today. And I do have some, mint leaves. Mint tea is my favorite tea. So I do have some mint leaves, but I might put a little bit of mint teas in there for me. No, I'm doing my live. No, she could come get the water herself. She know how to get water when she's thirsty. That's up to her. Sorry about that, guys. So, and I'm gonna use raw cane sugar. I have some raw honey up there. You could use raw cane sugar, or you can use honey to make this. But I have decided to use the raw cane sugar, and I'm gonna measure my sugar out to put in here. So I'm making like, I guess this is gonna be like, so this is like 33.75 ounces. Here. Or you can get a 32-ounce bottle, but I got the bigger bottle, so I got the 32.75 ounces, I think it is. And all 4 of these would make a 32 ounce because there's 8 ounces in a bottle. So 4 of these would make 32 ounces. So for every amount of tea you make, you want to use, for a 32 ounce, you want to use like 6 tablespoons of cane sugar. I've seen people just drink it like it is. Now, when it comes to peppermint tea, I don't need any type of sugar in my peppermint tea. I could drink my peppermint tea by itself. But as far as right now, I'm going to make it, I'm going to put some sugar in it just because I'm making pop. And I want to find like a soda. This is a healthy soda that's good for you. And it helps with, for this time of the season for the colds and stuff like that. And so this is a good thing. Hi, for you guys that just came in, I'm talking about making a soda out of raw cane sugar. I'm going to make it out of raw cane sugar. I got my 32-ounce bottles here. Well, this is 4 of these makes 32-ounce bottles. These are 8-ounce bottles a piece, so 4 of them makes 32. This one is a 33.75 ounce. I think I can't remember, something like that, but it's a little bit more than a 32 ounce. I do know that. So I'm making cane sugar. It only takes 3 ingredients. I'm boiling my water to make my water. I'm distilling my water. Well, they said to boil the water if you use distilled water or if you use spring water. Spring water is a little bit different because I think the spring water has a little bit more minerals in it. So I'm going to you could use tap water too, but I am deciding to use, what am I using? I think I'm using distilled water. Let me see. Yeah. I'm actually using purified water. It's just a Giant Eagle brand, purified water. And so I am going to start to put the pine needles in. I guess I could put the pine needles in until the water is ready. So these are the pine needles I'm using. I ordered 2 other brands of pine needles that I expect in. And so I'm going to start making natural drinks because I think it'll be better. It'll be better for my mom. It'll be better for me. So I'm going to try to do that. It's a healthy alternative to regular pop. And plus it has vitamin C in it, which is very, very good for you. So I'm going to use these pine needles. Let me see. It says for 8 fluid ounces, you use hot water over it. and let it steep for 5 minutes. I guess you could, if you don't want the pine needles in, I guess you could use those little tea things if you don't want the pine needles. But I've seen these recipes where you just put it straight in the bottle, and that's what I'm going to do. So, ooh, here's the pine needles in here. So I'm gonna start putting some in these spring bottles. Hi, I'm just a migrant girl. I'm just a girl 10. Hi, Batty. Hi, everybody who's here. Thank you for tuning into my live. W Edits, Redskin fan. Yeah, Batty self. It's gonna be healthy soda. Since I'm here now, this is when I'm. Oh, thank you for telling me I'm pretty. I appreciate that. Today like I'm not like all dolled up today. I'm a cosmetologist, so I could get. But today I'm just me. I'm at home. It's my day off. And on a weekend, I cook more on the weekends than I do throughout the week. So I'm trying to learn how to navigate a healthier way of eating and drinking things. So every now and then I get on these health kicks. But yeah, I'm going to put these pine needles in here. I'm just going to put them straight in here. And I ordered some other ones. Fresh ones. These ones look like they're kind of more dried. But you can still smell that. You can still smell that pine smell. And it smells kind of lemony. It has vitamin C in it. Hi. Hi, Batty. Same. Okay. I'm just a girl. Hi. How are you? I'm good. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I love cooking too. I want to say hi to everybody. Thank you so much. Yeah, I like to cook. I like to cook when I have time. You know, I don't always have time to cook, so. So I'm going to put these pine needles up in here. And I'm going to let them steep. Now, if you don't want to do it this way, of course, you could. I just bought a new teapot. And my teapot has the, where you can actually, it has a little filter in there so I could put the tea bags in there. It's a glass one. I got it from off of Amazon, and I should get it in it. Okay, hi Ken. I am interested in your version of Gen-C. I don't know what you mean by Gen-C. I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah, that's the dog. Go see Grandma Kadesh. So I'm putting these in the bottle. Hello, Cereal Destination. Hi. Thanks for stopping by my live. I appreciate it. I am just deciding to make some natural soda pop today. And I'm actually going to make it out of sugar cane, pine needle tea, or pine needles. These are basically, you can make it into a tea. There's a lot of different ways you could use this, but I'm going to use it today to make pop. And I'm using raw sugar cane to do that. So I'm going to put these in these bottles, which this is taking time. My water's over there boiling. And so while my water's over there boiling, I'm just going to start to add these in here. And then I'm going to let it steep for like 5 minutes. Then I'm going to put the sugar in there. And I'm just going to put it in the refrigerator. And I'll probably drink it tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll come live and let y'all see what I think. And then when I'm going to keep making it until I get it the way I want. Because I bought some more pine needles. I just wanted to try to make it real quick. I've seen this recipe from a lady. She was on Instagram, and I said, I really want to try it. I mean, and it was so simple. I'm like, why not? You know. Trying to get the flavor out of the pine needles. What is this? Let me see. It's definitely all natural. Definitely. So when you get the real one, like, well, these are the dried, these ones are kind of dried out. But when you get the, I ordered some fresh ones that are still green. So that's going to be the next one that I use. Those when you just kind of wash them and cut the ends off of them and put them in. So I got all of these with it at the bottom. And I'm going to do this one. Good deal, Ken. I'm going to try to put a good amount in this one. I think the more that I get into this, the more I'll be an expert at it and understand what I like, which ones I like, and which ones I don't. I know that I'm going to like the fresh ones much better. I already know that for sure. But yeah, you could buy them off of Amazon, or if you have a pine tree, you could just pick it off of your tree, you know. Yeah. Just stuffing, stuffing, stuffing. Making soda pop. Making soda pop. I can't wait to get the long ones because when they put those big long ones in there, they're so long. And please like this video. If you like what you're seeing, please give me a like. I appreciate it. It helps me out. So, yeah, but the long ones, they really, you like fill the whole bottle with it all the way up, the long pieces all the way up to the top. That's how they did it. That's how they were doing it. And some people just drink it. The one thing about the mint is so good. Mint tea is so good by itself, just hot and drinking it. I mean, you could tell it's doing something really good for you. But I really like ginger too. I love ginger. So. But this is that time of year for the tea. And I'm going to be going around and enjoying me some tea. I tell you that much, for sure. So I'm about to start putting the water in here in a minute. Yep, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. Please don't forget to like the video if you like the information that I am sharing. I appreciate it. It helps me to grow my channel, and I could find other things that I could share with you guys and stuff like that. Making pine tea soda that is much more healthier for you, and it has that citrusy, that wonderful citrusy taste to it. I'm trying to use all of this that I can. I think maybe I could put a little bit more. Put a little bit more in it. Hi, everybody. Hi. When you come in, say hi. How y'all doing? Thank you for stopping by my live. I appreciate it. I'm going to use all of this because I don't think I'm going to want to. I want to get the real. I just wanted to start making it. Well, this is real too, but it's just dried. I want to get the kind that's like fresh. I probably can get it from the grocery store though. Ice Cream Man channel, hell yeah. What are you doing? Oh, I am making a pine tree. I'm making pine needle soda. And I am making it out of pine needles, and I'm going to use the raw sugar to put in it. And this is a natural drink for you. It has a lot of health benefits for you, and it's great for this time of season. As far as, you know, tea is good for you anyways. A cup of tea in the morning is actually excellent for you. But I think I'm going to start making different varieties of the teas, like maybe putting some ginger and lemon in it. But this pine tree, it actually has, it's full of vitamin C, and it has like a natural minty taste to it anyways. So yeah. But yeah, my water should be ready. I'm just going to put the rest of this in here. It only takes 3 ingredients. You can make your own healthy soda that's good for you. That's better for you. So, yeah. Okay, I'm done with that. I'm done with this. And now I'm just going to start putting my water in here. Hold on for a second. I'll be right back. And thank you for coming by my channel. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi. Ibra James. Hi. Hi, everyone. Blessings to you on this Sunday. I'm about to go over and get my water. They close at 10 o'clock. Yeah, so this is my hot steaming water. And I'm just going to use this cup. I don't have a funnel, but this works. This is going to work just fine. Oh, and you could get these spring bottles like off of Amazon. I'm on my live. I sterilized this really good, even though it's this type of a cup. Just filling these bottles up. I want to leave enough room to put the sugar in there. Ooh, definitely hot. I'm making a mess, y'all. Making a mess, but that's okay. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys stopping by my channel. This is very hot. So tomorrow I'm gonna come back and let you know how it tastes. I'm gonna come back live and let y'all know how this tastes. So we're gonna let these steep. I can't wait to get the fresh bright green ones. I know that's gonna be the bomb. You know what? I like gourmet food. That's like my thing. I love gourmet food. And I love things that's good for me. My lifestyle. Sometimes I just have to take the time out and make some time for me instead of just running around and just eating whatever. You know, I try when I'm working. I have a very busy work schedule. And when I'm working, I try to eat what's right. But I'm getting older now. I'm getting older now, so I don't have no choice. I have to really make the best decisions for myself. So I want to be here long. I want to be healthy. I want to be well. There's so many ailments that come in today's life that it is crazy. My dog's trying to see what I'm doing. She's trying to get up on me like I'm about to give her some. She could probably smell it. It probably smells like good outside stuff to her. My doggy Kadesh. Oh, I definitely made enough water. That's for sure. Definitely made enough water. I use 8 bottles of water. I use 8 bottles of the purified water. They said purified. They said the spring water has a little bit more minerals in it. You can use tap water, whatever it is. They said they want you have to boil it because that's how you want to get to activate the steep it. So they said steep it for it's 10:22. It's probably been steeping. Well, I'm gonna wait 5 minutes. It's 10:22. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Okay, 10:27. But I'm gonna start getting this sugar ready to put inside of here. So my new glass teapot is coming tomorrow, so I'm kind of excited about getting my new glass teapot. Cause I know I'm gonna be getting into some tea this winter for sure. But that pot right there is it's a Cuisinart pot, and it has it's a very heavy pot. It really conducts the heat very well. And it's just very heavy. Well, it's cast iron, but it has a painting over it, and I love it. It just really, I made some chili the other night. It was really good, and it turned out great. And that I had made chili with 2 pounds of ground beef, and I think I had I had cut up some chuck roast in it, and I had put beer in it, and the beer actually helped to tenderize the chuck. It was amazing, because you can't really tenderize roast that quick like that to make a, you just seared the chuck roast in the pan, and then I put the ground beef, the vegetables and everything in there, and then put I used Miller's beer to put in there. I didn't know what type of beer to use, because they said use a beer that was a Lager, Lager, or a Lager. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I don't know nothing about beer. I've never drank beer in my life, so I don't know. So but yeah, it definitely made that chuck roast tender. It was amazing. So I'm going to start to put my sugar. I'm going to start to measure out my sugar here. I am using raw cane sugar. You could use raw cane sugar or honey. I am going to use the raw cane sugar. That's what I decided to use. And they said for a bottle like this, you should use 6 tablespoons. 6 tablespoons. So I guess for these small bottles, if it was going to be 6 tablespoons, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, probably like a tablespoon and a half for these little bottles. Yeah. So I'm going to start to measure it out. I got my tablespoon right here. I'm going to start to measure out this sugar. Oh, if I could get it open. Okay, I got it. I had to go a little bit deeper. And this sugar, I don't know, I never really used sugar cane before, raw sugar. But anyways, it's got kind of like a brown look to it. Can you see that? Like a little brown look to it. So I'm gonna put the 6 tablespoons in here for this one, 22. So it's actually time for me to put the sugar in there. So I'm gonna go ahead on and put the sugar in here. This is 6 tablespoons of sugar. I might have put too much water in there. I might need to pour some of this water out. And pour some of the water out of this one. Because I definitely want to be able to get all the sugar in there. I'll just put less sugar in that one. This is about a tablespoon. I'll start putting it in here. going to start putting like about a tablespoon and a half in all of these. So I'm putting 6 tablespoons of sugar in this one. I don't have a funnel, but this is working. This little styrofoam cup, I could squeeze it and put the sugar in there pretty easily, which is nice. Okay. I can't wait to make a natural ginger ale. I can't wait to do that. So, I don't know. I'm going to taste a little bit of this. I'm going to taste a little bit of it now. It tastes good. It definitely needs the sugar in there, though. Oh, I got to shake the sugar up anyways. I'm going to put the tops on here. I'm sure my next video, since when I get the real pine needles, I know it's going to be the bomb. I mean, well, these are real too, but they're just drier. I ordered some fresh ones, and they should be here. Not till the 24th. But yeah, I'm going to shake this up. And this is it. I'm going to put it in the refrigerator. And I'm going to drink it tomorrow. I'm going to let it settle. Like I said, you can get these bottles off of Amazon. Yeah, the more you kind of shake it up, it dissolves. This cane sugar, I don't know what the difference in cane sugar is. I have to study that too. So when I get my teapot, what I'll be able to do is put that inside of the teapot strainer with the water. That'll be better. But I see people using the long pieces and just drinking it like, I mean, they drink it like that. But with the fresh, long leaves, you know. You see that the color kind of changed in it too. Put my top on here. You hungry? So we had pinto beans and rice and roast and corn and cornbread today. That was our dinner for today. In the wintertime, I don't really like to go out too much. Okay, so this is all done. And I'm just going to pop these in the refrigerator. I'm going to drink them tomorrow. No, well, this is actually good for, I can't remember. Let me go get my, I'm gonna go get my, phone so I can see what it was good for, my other phone. Okay, so with ChatGPT, we're going to talk about this tea. Um, yeah. So trial and error. This is my first time. I'm pretty sure I'll be an expert at it at some point, but not right now so much. But I'm trying. All you have to do is try. Try to do something. I can't find my ChatGPT on here. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna take a picture of it actually. I'll take a picture of it and send it to ChatGPT, and we're gonna talk about this. Okay, so here I have sent you the pictures of this pine tea tree, well, this pine soda that I made, and I did actually put the sugar, raw sugar cane in it. I put raw sugar cane water. I boiled the water, and I put the pine needles. But these pine needles, I can't wait till I get the fresh ones because these were the dried ones, and I'm thinking, yeah, I might try to want to find a way to strain out these little tiny needles because the big ones are longer and you don't have to worry about straining them. So how do you think? What do you think about what I did?
Absolutely. I think you're on the right track with your pine needle soda experiment. Using dried pine needles is totally fine if that's what you have on hand. They can just be a little more crumbly. So a bit of sediment or tiny needles floating around is pretty normal. Straining it is definitely a good idea. You can use something like a fine mesh strainer or even a piece of cheesecloth to get those little bits out. Once you have it strained, it should be a lot smoother. And if you get your hands on some fresh pine needles next time, you'll probably have even less of that sediment.
Yeah, the fresh pine needles. I don't know if can I buy fresh pine needles at the grocery store?
So fresh pine needles might not be a standard grocery store item, to be honest. Usually there's something you'd either forage yourself if you have safe pine trees around, or maybe find at a specialty market like a farmer's market. There are also some online herb shops or even foraging co-ops that sell fresh or recently harvested pine needles. So you might not see them just sitting next to the lettuce at your local store, but there are definitely places you can track them down if you want that super fresh batch.
Yeah, because I don't know where there's any pine trees where I live. But what do you think? You think this? How did I do with that? What do you think?
I think you did great with it. Honestly, for making a pine soda with dry pine needles and some raw sugar, you've really done a nice job. The color looks good, and a bit of cloudiness or sediment is totally normal, especially when you're working with natural ingredients. So I'd say you've done a solid job experimenting, and if you decide to get fresh pine needles later on or find a source for them, it'll probably just be a little cleaner. But overall, I think you did great, and you got yourself a nice homemade natural drink in the works.
Like this is a pine soda. So, and I have some mint leaves, but I'm getting my my teapot in tomorrow, so I'll be able to put everything in the teapot. Then I won't have to worry about straining it. Actually, I could probably put this in my teapot and do it that way. That's what I'll probably do when I drink it tomorrow. Yeah. I'll put it in my teapot with the strainer and then pour it out and drink it that way. I think that'll be better.
Absolutely. That sounds like a perfect plan. Once you have that teapot with the built-in strainer, it's going to make your life a whole lot easier. You can just toss the mint leaves in there if you want a little extra flavor, and then pour the pine soda through it. That way you'll get it all nicely strained, and you can enjoy it without any of those little bits. So yeah, I think you're all set. Once you get that teapot tomorrow, it should be smooth sipping from there.
So yeah, this was fun. So how do I make a ginger soda? That's easy.
Absolutely. It's pretty straightforward and it can be a lot of fun. Basically, you just need a few simple ingredients: fresh ginger, unsweetener like sugar, and water. If you want it a bit fizzy, you can either do a natural fermentation with a ginger bug, or you can just add a bit of club soda for instant fizz. So here's the easy version. You grate or chop up some fresh ginger, boil it with water and sugar to make a ginger syrup, then let it cool. After that, you just mix that syrup with some cold sparkling water, and you got yourself a homemade ginger soda. Super easy and super tasty.
Can you put a recipe for me in the chat so I could look at it later?
Of course, I'd be happy to. Here's a simple ginger soda recipe you can save and check out anytime. Homemade ginger soda recipe. About 1/4 cup of fresh ginger root, peeled and grated or finely chopped, 1/2 to 3/4 cup of sugar. You can adjust to taste. 4 cups of water, club soda or sparkling water to mix. Optional, a squeeze of lemon or lime for a little citrus kick. 1. Make the ginger syrup. In a saucepan, combine the ginger, sugar, and water. Bring it to a gentle boil, then lower the heat and let it simmer for about 10-15 minutes. This will let all that gingery goodness infuse into the syrup. 2. Cool and strain. Once it's done simmering, take it off the heat and let it cool. Then strain out the ginger pieces using a fine mesh strainer or a cheesecloth. You now have your ginger syrup. Mix your soda. When you're ready to serve, just add about 1/4 cup of your ginger syrup, more or less to taste, to a glass. Top it off with cold sparkling water or club soda. If you like, add a little squeeze of lemon or lime. Give it a gentle stir and enjoy. And there you go. Hope you have fun with it.
So for this one, since it's the dry leaves, I don't know if it's going to make that fizzy. I don't know, when it settles, I don't know if it's going to make that fizzy. So I could add club soda to this as well.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're using dry leaves or if you're just making a syrupy base, adding club soda is a super easy way to get that fizz. Basically, the fizziness in homemade sodas usually comes from either fermentation or just mixing with something carbonated. So, club soda or any sparkling water is a perfect shortcut. In other words, go right ahead and top off your pine soda or your ginger soda with club soda to get that nice bubbly effect. It'll do the trick just fine.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I'm thinking that um that's what I was thinking, yeah. I think if it's the fresh ones from off the tree, it'll naturally make that fermentation though.
Yeah, you're totally on the right track there. If you're using really fresh ingredients like fresh pine needles or even fresh ginger and you let it ferment a bit, you can definitely get some natural carbonation going on. That's kind of the magic of using super fresh stuff. There are natural yeasts and all that good stuff that can make it a little bubbly on its own over time. But if you're just working with dried ingredients or you want an immediate fizz, club soda is your best friend. Either way, you got options and it's going to turn out tasty.
So I thank you for tuning into my live today. Look forward to seeing you again. I will let you know how this turned out, and I'll get back to you on that. But thanks again, and I'll see you again soon. Bye. Hmm.